Thank you, Deborah. You all would not believe how happy I am to be standing here right now as an awardee. We were very proud to be semifinalists 2 years ago and then finalists last year. Heck, we were even pleased just to be eligible to apply this year. The standards for this award are tough, and in this daunting economy, it's hard to meet all your covenants, so we could throw our hat in the ring again and again and again. I want to thank the folks at Wachovia and MacArthur Foundations for their commitment to our industry through this generous support for this award. It's a great honor, but frankly, having the money to go with it makes it even more fun. I also want to thank the members of the selection committee for picking New Hampshire. We have lots to do, and these funds will help us do it. For 26 years, we've helped low-income and low-wealth families that live in manufactured housing parks control the security, environmental conditions, and affordability of their homes. Whether you call these trailer parks or mobile home parks, it doesn't matter. The homeowners, they form cooperative corporations, and we lend to them to purchase the land beneath their homes. There are now 93 of these resident-owned communities, representing 20% of all the parks in the New Hampshire market and more than 5,100 households. Seven years ago, at the request of these homeowners, we took on the challenges of providing fair, fixed-rate financing for purchases, refinancing out of unfavorable loans or home equity loans. Now remember, these are houses and they're built to a national housing code, yet they were being financed as if they were personal property, like cars or boats. The rates were high and variable, terms were short, down payments were high, and home values were established by depreciation schedules. No wonder people couldn't get full value when they tried to sell their homes. Imagine if you tried to sell your home, what would it be worth if the buyers could only get car financing to buy your house? We've made more than 400 single-family mortgages in resident-owned communities for $18 million in New Hampshire. Over that time, we basically displaced everybody else in that market, and we are now lend more than any other financer in that market in New Hampshire. We use conventional underwriting, standard appraisals, and no mortgage insurance. We've had just 0.5% in losses after having to take just 7 homes through foreclosure. In that time, local banks have purchased from us $1 million of pooled season loans, and you met the bankers, one set of the bankers on the video. Fannie Mae has committed to a $10 million demonstration, allowing 2 local banks to begin to make conventional mortgage loans in approved communities. These New Hampshire co-ops are the only manufactured housing parks in the country where Fannie is buying home-only loans. This progress is a little earlier than what we expected. Now, these are just regular folks living in small homes built in factories. But we know that we'll have to have a solid loan performance through a full business cycle to prove that their mortgage repayment success is comparable to other housing markets that lenders are used to. The opportunity of this down market is to show how these loans perform in hard times. And I think that's true for all of us across the board. It's not good what's happening now, but we have a chance to show how we do in this market. And so far, so good. The beauty of this next award is that we know we'll have the liquidity to keep lending through the next year when we will most be tested. This capital will allow us to keep promises that we've made to homeowners in these resident-owned communities. If we can reliably make financing available when they're ready to sell, the families can keep the full asset value of their homes. So now I have a request of you, a call to action. CDFI lending partners are needed all over the country to finance resident-owned communities, and then they'll have the opportunity to offer single-family loans within these communities. Now, Mark has already told you that I'm a small-town girl, and but we wanted to take this thing national. And so we're good at serving New Hampshire, but so what do we need to do to take it nationally? We needed good national partners. And I couldn't find any better partners anywhere. Certainly Andrew Levere at CFED is as good a partner as you're going to find any place, along with NCB Capital Impact, who's been participating with us in this space almost since the beginning, and NeighborWorks America. We partnered together to launch Wachovia to take this manufactured housing strategy to the national market. In just that short time, yeah. That's ROC USA. You can look it up on the web. Resident-owned community. So in just that 1 year, their network has converted 8 communities to resident ownership in 7 states other than New Hampshire, with many more commitments in the pipeline. The community financing has included CDFIs and other local sources. Several of you have already done this, as has OFN participated in loans. I ask that you consider having your CDFI partner with Rock USA to transform this housing sector for low-income families in your area. Now, we got into this business motivated by what we saw as a terrible injustice for homeowners seeking affordable housing in rural and small-town places. Now, there are many injustices in this country, but this is one that can be fought with access to capital. Owners of manufactured homes need you in this sector, a sector with 8 million homes, representing 30% of all the homes in the whole country that are owned by low-income households. Thanks to the liquidity created by this wonderful award, the Community Loan Fund can demonstrate what scaling deep with the strategy can produce for lasting results in New Hampshire. But with your involvement, the strategy can reach scale broadly across the country to bring fair, fixed-rate financing to homes and homeowners where it has not previously been available. The staff and board and borrowers of the Loan Fund are really what makes this happen. And it's dark, so you can't see them, but there's a whole crew of them over there whom I hope you will talk to. And as everyone knows, it takes a village to raise an executive director. So they have done a great job, and I'd like to appreciate their work. So we're proud to accept this award, and it's not only the Loan Fund staff, but also Rock USA staff, and they'd be glad to talk to you afterwards about this. And we brought a handy-dandy fact sheet about this product, and they'll be available. You'll probably be drinking too much tonight to appreciate them, so we'll put them out tomorrow morning, and they'll be there for you to look at. So Mark, I want to thank you again, to OFN and Wachovia and MacArthur for this. This award really makes a difference to our ability to go to the next stage of this manufactured housing strategy. And we look forward to your good company with us. You are fellow CDFIs who, with us and with Rock USA, can take the next steps to transform this market. Thank you very much.